Forests, nature's lungs and life-giving havens. Forests are among the most vital ecosystems on Earth, covering about 31% of the planet's land area and hosting more than 80% of terrestrial species. These rich and diverse biomes not only support countless forms of life but also play an essential role in regulating the Earth's climate, producing oxygen, and maintaining ecological balance. From the towering rainforests of the Amazon to the temperate woodlands of Europe and the boreal forests of Canada, these green expanses embody nature's resilience and abundance. In this essay, we will explore the types of forests, their ecological and cultural significance, the threats they face, and the global efforts to conserve them for future generations. Types of forests, a global overview. Forests are incredibly diverse, and their classification depends on factors such as climate, geography, and the predominant types of trees and vegetation. Broadly, forests are divided into three major types: tropical, temperate, and boreal, taiga. Tropical forests. Tropical forests, located near the equator, are characterized by warm temperatures and high levels of rainfall throughout the year. These forests are the most biodiverse ecosystems on Earth, hosting millions of species. The Amazon rainforest, the Congo Basin, and Southeast Asia's rainforests are iconic examples. Key features: dense canopy that limits sunlight reaching the forest floor. Species include jaguars, sloths, toucans, and vibrant flora like orchids and bromeliads. Play a critical role in carbon sequestration and oxygen production. Temperate forests. Temperate forests are found in regions with moderate climates and distinct seasons, including warm summers and cold winters. These forests exist in North America, Europe, East Asia, and parts of South America. Key features: mixed vegetation, including deciduous trees like oaks, maples, and birches, as well as coniferous trees like pines and firs. Rich soils that support diverse plant and animal life. Animals such as deer, foxes, and owls thrive in temperate forests. Boreal forests, taiga. Boreal forests are located in high-latitude regions, such as Canada, Scandinavia, and Siberia. These forests are dominated by coniferous trees adapted to cold climates. Key features: evergreen trees like spruce, fir, and larch dominate the landscape. Wildlife includes moose, lynx, bears, and migratory birds. These forests play a key role in regulating global temperatures by storing vast amounts of carbon in their soils and biomass. The ecological importance of forests. Forests are indispensable to life on Earth. They perform numerous ecological functions that sustain biodiversity, regulate the planet's climate, and support human livelihoods. Carbon sequestration and climate regulation. Forests act as carbon sinks, absorbing vast amounts of carbon dioxide from the atmosphere during photosynthesis. This process mitigates the effects of climate change by reducing greenhouse gas concentrations. Deforestation, however, releases stored carbon back into the atmosphere, exacerbating global warming. Oxygen production. Forests are often referred to as the lungs of the Earth because they produce oxygen through photosynthesis. The Amazon rainforest alone contributes approximately 20% of the world's oxygen supply. Habitat for biodiversity. Forests are home to more than half of all terrestrial species. From the smallest insects to the largest mammals, forests support an intricate web of life. For example, tropical rainforests house species such as jaguars, orangutans, and tree frogs. Boreal forests provide a habitat for lynxes, wolves, and migratory birds. Temperate forests are home to squirrels, deer, and owls. Soil conservation and water cycle regulation. Forests stabilize soil by preventing erosion, and their roots absorb water, reducing the risk of floods. Additionally, forests contribute to the water cycle by releasing water vapor into the atmosphere, influencing precipitation patterns. Pollination and seed dispersal. Forests are vital for pollinators such as bees, butterflies, and birds, which support agricultural systems. Animals like bats, birds, and monkeys play crucial roles in seed dispersal, ensuring forest regeneration. Cultural and economic significance of forests. Forests are not only ecological treasures but also cultural and economic lifelines for millions of people worldwide. Cultural heritage. Forests hold profound cultural and spiritual significance for many indigenous communities. They are often seen as sacred spaces, homes of deities, or sources of life and wisdom. For example, the Amazon is central to the spiritual beliefs of indigenous tribes like the Yanomami. The sacred groves of India are protected as places of worship and biodiversity hotspots. Economic contributions. Forests provide raw materials for industries such as timber, paper, and pharmaceuticals. They also support ecotourism, which generates income for local communities. Additionally, non-timber forest products like nuts, berries, and medicinal plants are vital sources of livelihood for millions of people. Recreation and well-being. Forests offer recreational opportunities such as hiking, camping, and birdwatching. Studies show that spending time in forests improves mental health, reduces stress, and enhances overall well-being. Threats to forests. Despite their immense value, forests face numerous threats from human activities and environmental changes. These challenges not only jeopardize the forests themselves but also the planet's ecological balance. Deforestation. Deforestation, the large-scale removal of trees, is one of the most significant threats to forests. It occurs primarily due to agricultural expansion, example cattle ranching, soybean cultivation, and palm oil production. Logging for timber and paper industries. Urbanization and infrastructure development. The consequences of deforestation are severe, including loss of biodiversity, disruption of the water cycle, and increased greenhouse gas emissions. Climate change. Rising global temperatures and changing precipitation patterns are altering forest ecosystems. For example, boreal forests are experiencing thawing permafrost and increased pest infestations. Wildfires, exacerbated by drought, are destroying vast swathes of forests in regions like California and Australia. Illegal logging and poaching. Unsustainable and illegal logging depletes forests at an alarming rate, while poaching endangers wildlife. Iconic species such as tigers, elephants, and gorillas are at risk due to habitat destruction and hunting. Pollution. Air and water pollution negatively affect forest health. Acid rain, caused by industrial emissions, damages leaves and soils, while water pollution from mining and agriculture harms aquatic ecosystems in forested areas. Invasive species. Non-native species introduced into forest ecosystems can outcompete native plants and animals, disrupting ecological balance. For instance, invasive insects like the emerald ash borer have devastated North American forests. Conservation and sustainable management of forests. Recognizing the critical role forests play in sustaining life on Earth, conservation efforts and sustainable management practices are being implemented worldwide. Protected areas and national parks. Governments and organizations have established protected areas and national parks to preserve forest ecosystems. Examples include the Amazon Biosphere Reserve in Brazil, Yellowstone National Park in the United States, Sundarbans National Park in India and Bangladesh. These protected areas safeguard biodiversity, promote research, and encourage ecotourism. Reforestation and afforestation. Reforestation, replanting trees in deforested areas, and afforestation, planting trees in non-forested areas, are crucial strategies for restoring degraded landscapes. Projects like the Great Green Wall in Africa aim to combat desertification by planting trees across the Sahel region. Community-based forestry. Involving local communities in forest management ensures sustainable practices while providing livelihoods. Indigenous peoples often possess traditional knowledge that enhances conservation efforts. International agreements. Global initiatives such as the United Nations REDD+ program, Reducing emissions from deforestation and forest degradation, incentivize countries to protect and sustainably manage their forests. Education and awareness. Educating the public about the importance of forests and the threats they face is essential for fostering a culture of conservation. Environmental campaigns, school programs, and documentaries raise awareness and inspire action. Forests in the Anthropocene. The Anthropocene, an era defined by human impact on the planet, presents both challenges and opportunities for forests. Technological advancements, global cooperation, and sustainable practices offer hope for preserving these vital ecosystems. Technological innovations. Advances in satellite technology and remote sensing allow for real-time monitoring of forests. These tools help track deforestation, measure carbon stocks, and assess forest health. Climate adaptation. Forests can play a key role in climate adaptation strategies. For example, mangrove forests protect coastal areas from storm surges, while urban forests reduce the heat island effect in cities. Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs. Forests are integral to achieving several SDGs, including goals related to climate action, biodiversity conservation, and sustainable livelihoods. Collaborative efforts among governments, businesses, and NGOs are essential to realizing these objectives. The future of forests. The future of forests depends on our ability to address the threats they face and to implement effective conservation strategies. By working together, we can ensure that forests continue to provide essential ecosystem services for generations to come. Forests are vital ecosystems that play a crucial role in maintaining the health of our planet. They provide a wide range of benefits, from clean air and water to biodiversity and climate regulation. However, forests are facing numerous threats, including deforestation, forest fires, climate change, and invasive species. To ensure the future of forests, it is essential to implement effective conservation strategies, such as sustainable forest management, reforestation, and the establishment of protected areas. By working together, we can protect these valuable ecosystems and ensure their continued benefits for generations to come. Conclusion. Forests are not merely collections of trees, they are dynamic ecosystems that sustain life on Earth. Their ecological, cultural, and economic importance cannot be overstated. Yet, forests face unprecedented threats from human activity and environmental changes. Addressing these challenges requires a collective effort, combining science, traditional knowledge, and global cooperation. Forests are a vital component of the Earth's ecosystem, providing a wide range of benefits and services. However, they are facing numerous threats, including deforestation, climate change, and forest fires. It is essential that we take action to protect and conserve forests, through measures such as sustainable forest management, reforestation, and community-led conservation. By working together, we can help to ensure the long-term health and prosperity of our planet's precious forests. By valuing forests and promoting sustainable practices, we can ensure that these vital ecosystems continue to thrive. Whether through conservation initiatives, reforestation projects, or education, every action contributes to the preservation of forests. In protecting forests, we safeguard not only the planet's biodiversity but also the resilience of ecosystems, the stability of the global climate, and the well-being of future generations. Forests hold the key to sustaining life on Earth, and their preservation is a shared responsibility that transcends borders and generations.